Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Radin Ailun Soleha binti Radin Khairuddin, PDL 1905092 from DLM 6A. So this video is made to answer the question for OAG for the subject LOG2633 Air Freight Management. So now let's move to the first question. So for the first question, it stated that we need to describe network carrier and also how integrated cargo network operates. So first of all, network carrier is a network scheduled air services from their main or secondary hub airport. Network freight is part of a well-established global network of air freight agents. With this powerful network, they can work more efficiently in terms of delivering cargo, in terms of space and also travel time. This will result in more competitive pricing to consumers. So, how air cargo operates? Air cargo industry is made up of companies that operate under a number of agreements. There are two types of operator, which first, asset-based operators that own and run their own equipment and frequently contract additional capacity from other carrier. And next is non-asset-based operators like freight forwarders that rely only on other operators' equipment. So the basic types of asset-based operators are first, combination carriers, which is passenger airlines that offer cargo service. Carriers that operate out of large regional hub are interconnected by wide-bodied aircraft and distribute cargo through smaller national hub. And now, let's move to the second question. So the second question is, explain the ideal of low-cost carrier are able to provide more service to freight forwarder. So LCC or low-cost carrier is referring to a kind of airline. They are typically described as cheaper, no frills or budget airlines. They offer low fares as they eliminate few of traditional passenger services. Flight types that LCCs provide are generally short to medium haul routes. So how they are able to provide more services? First, the landing times kept as short as possible. The shorter the landing time, the quicker the turnaround time. In other words, more trips equal more work for the staff. So they have many chances to run their business when they have lots of trips and the delivery times within the estimated period will be accurate. Next is low insurance and high level of security. Due to the brief duration of air freight, insurance premiums are modest. This will assist the freight forwarder in saving money on insurance. In terms of security, forwarders should not be concerned because the airport closely monitors and manages the cargo to prevent theft and damage. So on to the next question. From your understanding, describe any Etihad cargo product that has managed to encourage more shipper to use air freight in their logistic processes. So the definition of air cargo, based on my understanding, is the products that one air freight provide for the logistic services. On another word, it is a shipment of the goods through an air carrier. So for the first Etihad cargo product is Formalife. Formalife use specially designed temperature control equipment. They also ship pharmaceutical in the shortest time. Due to this pandemic, they formed a COVID-19 vaccines workforce to manage all anticipated elements to avoid last-minute pressure. Second product is Fresh Forward. So Fresh Forward is designed to make the process of moving fresh fruits, vegetables, dairy, fish, meat, and flowers as straightforward as possible. It means that they simplify the process. For the services, they have secure international services. Etihad Secure Logistics provides innovative, integrated, and secure services to the global valuables market. Besides, they count heavily in the safe collection, handling, transportation, storage and delivery of your valuable goods. It stated in the article that during this pandemic, the facilitation of international trade and delivery of essential supplies is more important than ever. It means that essential supplies such as foods are valuable. By that, they can use the secure international services while deliver the supplies because the services state-of-the-art armored vehicles, escort handling and also secure storage at site, and fully insured door-to-door delivery service around the world. Last point is fast track. Fast track is an airport-to-airport service that lets you transport items quickly. So based on the article, we can see that UAE imports fresh imports from the Australia such as meat, fish and seafood, fruits and vegetables. Australia government also accelerate delivery of agricultural and fisheries export into key overseas markets. So to make sure that these perishable goods stay fresh, they need to deliver them as soon as possible so that they will not turn out bad. Now for the fourth question, give your opinion in the recovery process of gaining back air freight demand. First is to utilize the facilitation, which is to consolidate all goods in one shipment to cover all the shipments and fulfill the demand. Next, use co-loading where they combine all goods in one shipment. Co-loading means equivalent of ride sharing. It is when different companies' cargo are combined onto the same transportation vehicle. Move to the next point, which is assessing the charges for partial needs. All goods that enter the cargo should be inspected so it will not exceed the limit. Lastly, the recovery process of gaining back air freight demand is by increasing capacity of aircraft by adjust freight capacity to meet their demands. And now, let's answer the last question. So for the last question, how does GDP relate to the air cargo demand? First of all, the definition of GDP or gross domestic product is the final value of the goods and services produced within the geographic boundaries of a country during specific period of time, which mostly a year. GDP is one of the most common indicators used to track the health of a nation's economy, which means that it can track the country's economy whether it is good or bad. So GDP can be measured by three methods. First is output method, expenditure method, and income method. So how does it related to air cargo demand? It is related because it is important aspects of a country's GDP. GDP increase when there is trade access. So if GDP and trade growth are at good level, there will be excellent demand services because when GDP and trade growth increase, air cargo demand also increase. And last but not least, there is a long-term statistical relationship. And that will be the end of my video. I hope I answer all the questions correctly. So that's all from me. Thank you and goodbye. Assalamualaikum.